I just quick traveled here, and there's enemies just sitting out here waiting. Did we just go inside? I think we do. I think we just leave them out here. We, in Spacer's Choice, yeah. We apparently break into places after quick traveling there, and nobody notices. In fact, I'm expecting quite a bit of resistance in here. However, that's not to say that there won't actually just be an empty facility, because it is locked, right? Like, I had to go get point of interest discovered, vending machine. I had to go get a freaking key in order to get in here, like an authorized key card.
Oh, oh my law. What is that smell?
Whatever it is, we're up to our ankles in it.
Some kind of like sewer-ish kind of thing. It's actually probably exactly what it is, because we can't go up through this way, so all right, whatever. Just pick all this stuff up. I think what we're gonna find here is probably automechs. Like, if they had to populate an area that's been locked down for so long, it's probably just gonna be automechs.
Welcome to Human Inquiry Auditing, the Spacer's Choice facility.
Yeah, I'm gonna say doesn't work.
My name is Dr. Marion Blixley, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important opportunity. Whatever your past, no.
What weapon of ours is the... That's the first one, okay.
Today, each of you will be part of something greater. Together, we walk the path to discoveries.
Ooh.
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here.
Oh.
We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
Okay, so...
They clearly don't know how we work, Captain.
I know, right?
I reckon we've seen the worst of Halcyon already. How bad could this be?
They, that person clearly hacks into the system, so they have to... I mean, that gives us a clue on kind of who they are, I suppose. But I was expecting automechs. I wasn't expecting ghouls. That's basically what this is, right? Savage test subject. So let's turn around. Oh yeah, that's definitely Savage. Man, that did so much damage. You okay, Ellie? Hysterical test subject. Look, they don't even know we're here. It's funny how Ellie just doesn't look like she fits. But it works. Did we kill it? No, yeah, we did. Man, I love this pistol so much. It's getting a breaking during this, isn't it? I'm gonna have to repair it sometime in the middle of clearing this place out. So this little adventure went from, oh, this is cool, to I think this is a horror game really quick. I don't know, it just gave me like super Bioshock vibes, which is not a bad thing. Bioshock's obviously very good. But, you know, at this point, it's almost Christmas from when I'm uploading this. We're just entering December is actually what I should say. And I don't know if I want to deal with scary stuff. Main menu, please select from the following options. Let's do incoming messages. Displaying incoming messages. All right, safety protocols. In order to minimize damage to company property and or personnel, please observe the following guidelines during the volunteer induction process. Do not touch and or handle test subjects. Please defer to security personnel. Avoid using inflammatory phrases or terms such as untested chemicals, considered patented Spacer's Choice formula. Test subject, consider valued volunteer, and cells, consider living quarters. Remind subjects that compliance is one of the requirements of their contract with Spacer's Choice. And 4, do not interrupt official Spacer's Choice communications and or marketing while directing volunteers. Architect's balls, is that all of the guidelines? Look, these people are coming here from Tartarus. Don't let your guard down. Don't get friendly. Don't get close. If everyone does their job right, these volunteers will leave this facility as free and upstanding citizens. All right, go back to incoming, upcoming changes. In light of certain recent developments, our friends at OCI have generously provided us with advice and guidelines intended to ensure the best possible outcomes for our research here at Human Inquiry and Auditing. To that end, we will be establishing new testing parameters and volunteer preparation guidelines, effective immediately. These guidelines will be provided to you at your station. Sorry, so we basically knew about that. Would like to congratulate, blah, 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 our incoming, and then question. Every volunteer means just that, Miss Sonata. We're entering a vital phase of the testing process, and that means every volunteer participates in the trials. It's all the more critical that you maintain careful records of the dosage. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Dosages involved. We're counting on you for that. Return to route. Outgoing messages. Help. Okay. Weaver, have you seen my office keycard? If this is one of your little tests, it's not funny. Security is already at full burn. They're going to lose their bolts when they catch me taking the long way around to the facility areas or faculty areas. Please tell me it's sitting on your desk or something. Okay. Hopefully it is sitting on their desk or something, and that we could just jack it. Do we want to... Okay, that's barred, so that's going to be our way out of here. And that pretty much gives us every bit of information we need on where to go then. So we're going to pop up this way, and I'm sure we're going to come across like 4 or 5 more dudes to kill. Because that's how it works, of course. A bunch of stuff here. I'll take the bypass shunts. Can I get through that door? Oh, I think this is a cell. Or maybe it was? I don't know. Either way, I can get in here.
I thought these folks were supposed to be volunteers. Why do they got them bunking like prisoners?
Well,
they are prisoners.
They kept them close to the drugs.
I mean, I don't really feel like that was that needed to be questioned, Pravati. That was pretty obvious. They are prisoners. Come on. After all we've been through, you don't think that people are capable of doing this kind of thing? Come on. Constantly see it.
Welcome, volunteers.
Oh, another one of these.
Office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management.
It's creepy. I don't like this. I don't know why. It's just something very creepy about it.
Your time to shine.
All right, let's pop up behind this guy.
Just find yourselves doing something.
Did I? Wow. Wrecked.
Compliance with compliance with all instructions from facility personnel.
The critical effect really helped. Guess I shouldn't be running around. There's bound to be more test subjects in here. Yeah, I can see him over there. Ooh, what about power helmet? Test chamber 1. Oh, is this gonna be like Portal? Is this gonna be like Portal? Oh, there's a drone. Okay, so that's what I was expecting in here. And some test subjects. All right, let's blast them. Well, that went exceptionally well. Oh, and then they ran away. Get off me. Get off me. Die. I don't know where Ellie was, but she just like shot from downtown. Can I finish this thing off? Man, I like this gun. It's a pretty nice gun too. When I was playing on my own, I actually really did enjoy the assault rifles quite a bit. But I didn't really feel like they fit our character theme that we're trying to go with here rather. But I used them for a bit, and I think if I was gonna play again, if I wasn't gonna do a melee build, I probably would do heavy weapons because they're all really fun to use. Like you got the grenade launcher or stuff like that. This not necessarily a heavy weapon, but feels definitely really good to shoot. Can I open that? No. Giving me a lot of mag picks, I'll tell you what. I don't think I'm ever going to run out of those now. Not that it was really a concern before. Okay, observation room, access restricted. Why? Can I unlock it? I need 150. That's getting annoying. You know what? I really kind of wish that I could. Yeah, I can't do anything to that. So I guess I just have to go through here. Hope for the best. Open. Okay, test chamber 2. And we got an auto mech over there. Test subject. All right, let's do it. Here's the head. I like that gun a lot. All right, then we're gonna switch to this one for the auto mech. Or I was going to. Zap. Or not. I don't actually know how that works. Maybe I gotta be closer? I think I gotta be closer. What kind of weapon is it, actually? Shot cannon hyper. Heavy weapons. Special effects stun. Yeah, I think I need to be closer for that. Let's just switch. Take him out like this. Man, I really like that gun. All right, let's go back to this. Try this out. I guess it was doing some damage. I don't know. I guess I was expecting a projectile weapon when I equipped that, but it's not gonna work. We're just gonna have to, oh, there's a leg. We're just gonna have to go without a projectile weapon for these drones. Man, that would have been awful if I had to do that with that gun. If all of this was like automechs, I decided to use that. I actually don't think I probably would have. I think I would have just ended up using the pistol. The heavy weapon is cool and all, but I'm not built to be up in people's grill. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Can I actually sneak up here? I feel like there's stuff that we're missing because, yeah, it's a ring. Because we're not actually popping up here and looking. I bet you I can make that jump. Oh, I bet you I can totally whiff because I hit a bar. Can I hop up this? Heck yeah. I like the games that give you some kind of verticality. And it's not even like intentional necessarily. It's just, oh, I guess I could have just gone up this. It's just like, you know, there's a thing here that I can go up and check out. Oh, I could have jumped up that too. I can't seem to get up that way. All right, that's fine. You know what? It's fine to know that we just didn't get anything except for that one box. I guess if I were designing levels, I probably would have hidden cool, super, ultra legendary weapon there or something. Okay, maybe not. Ooh, test chamber 3. Shoot him in the butt. Or in the back of the head. That too. I guess it depends on if you're calling him a butt head or not. We'll just keep shooting him dead. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Knock both of those down if we can. Okay, well done. Man, I really freaking love this gun. Let's heal up. Bravada, you good? No, she's not good. She's taking some damage. Can I get her back up? She's this, because that guy's big. There's a guy to my right. Heal up. Is there a guy on me? No. It's just like taking like weird damage over time. I like how the Marauder crack shot just ran in with a pike or something. That Berserker is kind of gnarly.
Here we go.
She just shot that thing in the butt. Alright, I think we're good. That was a little bit more difficult. A shock cannon hyper. Is that what I basically am already using? Yeah, it's actually exactly the same thing. Alright, that's fine. And we know. Can I think I could jump up that, but I'd be a little bit more willing to, oh no. I should have used that stupid thing earlier. Alright, that's fine. Let's break down a bunch of stuff here. Because it will get rid of a lot of the extra weight that I don't need to be carrying around. Plasma launcher is pretty cool, but it's not that great. I guess if I had heavy weapons, again, I probably would be using that stuff because it is pretty cool. All right, let's continue to pick up everything, even though I don't necessarily need it. I think my big concern is that I'm going to miss out on like a mildly better weapon than what I currently have, or you know, extremely better weapon.
Sure.
Whoops, I didn't. No, I want you guys to follow me. Send it. XCV. No.
I'm going.
Why don't we?
Coming back.
There we go. There, I figured it. I just had to hold the button to recall them. Is there anything going on up here? No, but there's agony. See, you know what I mean? Finding legendary weapons. Man, if I was using long guns, that would be great. That thing's cool looking. It's also called agony, which is cool. I guess that's what I'm waiting for. It's like a cool pistol that I can use like that. Call it, no, I don't know. I got nothing. Call it, Lucky. No, that's too obvious. Call it, oh, where's he going? Hey, you. Wow, it's totally whiffed because I was not actually looking. I was looking past him because it looked like that was an enemy, but it was a console. And of course, because I was staring at that, not my target, I didn't hit them. Observation logs. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay. Compliance testing parameters. So number 1, data entry. 2, physical exertion, mild. 3, physical exertion, strenuous. 4, social exclusion. And 5, sanctioned violence. All right. Initial testing, phase 1, group SC1. Subject SC1A through K were given forms and writing implements and instructed to fill them out to corporate standards. Upon completion, forms were placed into an employer-sanctioned shredding device by a technician. Test was then repeated. Observation notes. Volunteer SC1D, Kendall, objected to further testing after completing a second set of forms. 1G after 5th, and 1B after 10th. No further objections from remaining volunteers. 1E, Hobbs, was discovered to be functionally illiterate and tagged for early advancement to the second phase of compliance testing. Objection from volunteer SC1D. Okay. Let's go to phase 2. SC5A through K were given visual demonstrations of multiple physical exercises. Note, thank you, testing assistant Lehman. Then instructed to replicate them in accordance with verbal instructions. Observation notes. 5H complained of physical exhaustion after 5 minutes, missing numerous verbal cues. 5A, E, and K failed out around the 15-minute mark. Test was terminated after 30 minutes as the technician became too hoarse to provide instruction. That's funny. Subjects, this is testing phase 3. That's hard to say. Subjects are instructed to follow a closed circuit around the perimeter of the testing chamber for the duration of the test. At random intervals, technician is to provide vocal cue to reverse course. Observation notes. Of the 8 test subjects remaining in group SC27, 6 respond to vocal cues. Subject 63D became aggressive and was removed. 63B collapsed 30 minutes into the experiment and was removed. Remaining subjects exhibited compliance with all vocal cues for the remainder of experiment. Technician's addendum. Observational data compromised due to equipment failure. Technician Embry S was found incapable of continued operation due to incessant weeping and was withdrawn, thus flagged for disciplinary measures. Interesting. Phase 4. Subjects are isolated and instructed to select one member of their experiment group for immediate removal from the volunteer program. What is this? Survival? Or Survivor? There we go. Or any other kind of like reality show. Observational notes. Subject 60. Oh, actually, you know what? Just gotta throw this out there. I really like Naked and Afraid. Good show. I think it's got some drama stuff that's added in for no reason, but for the most part, it's pretty entertaining. And Naked and Afraid XL is awesome. So if you're ever looking for like a Survivor-esque show, watch XL because it's great. Subject 63A volunteers subject 63F. Subject 63B is unresponsive for duration of testing session. 63C deliberates for 5 minutes, 36 seconds before volunteering subject 63E. D is unable to recall the names and or identification numbers of her fellows, but has volunteered each of them in turn, citing immediate need for additional compound X injections. E volunteers subject F. F refuses to comply with instruction for duration of testing. Subject 63G exhibits extreme confusion and extreme emotional distress, demands morning injection. Technician's addendum time as of previous note is 1400 hours. Subject exhibits extreme aggression. Subject terminated. Ooh. And then 5. So this is going to get interesting. Subject is instructed to fire at shrouded target. 1 industry standard fashion modeling assistive device mannequin. Okay. Subject is not informed of nature of target. Observation notes. Subject has fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Test reset. Subject has fired at observation window. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at subject other. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at subject other. Automated blah blah blah. Subject has fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Subject refuses to fire. Subject refuses to fire. Subject refuses to fire. Technician addendum. Subject unresponsive. Test reset. Really interesting. So basically, I mean, I guess there's a lot of information there, but let's kind of boil that down. There were different groups, and these groups were tested based on random crap, but things that'll probably annoy them. And they are at different stages of turning into a marauder. Very interesting. All right, messages. Thank you for blah, blah, blah. Incoming messages. All right, safety reminder. In light of certain recent incidents, I'd like to remind you all that it is paramount that we follow all spacious choice guidelines. Okay. So they're, okay, fine. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Just a question. Hey, you and Andre talk about Tossball sometimes, right? Have you noticed anything different about him lately? I'm pretty sure he's been at his desk all night. I was going to congratulate him on his newfound productivity, but I took a look at his reports just now, and some of them have very basic formatting errors. It's not like him at all. Maybe you could ask him about it. If something's wrong with his terminal, he should probably get it taken care of sooner rather than later. Resets. If we're going to meet OCI's figures this month, we'll need to double our testing capacity over the next few weeks. To that end, I need everyone in observation to work with disposal to have the preparation time between tests. Have the volunteers exit and a jog if you have to. Just try not to let them see the bodies. Ugh. Okay, incoming messages, and hey. Look, Embry lost his head because he couldn't keep up with the work. He was never going to amount to anything, and we all knew it. The surprise is that he lasted this long. I don't know why my reports are any of your business to begin with, but I know how to use a damn computer. I bet Weaver put you up to this. I've been working twice as hard as anyone else in the office this past month, and now she thinks I'm going to outpace her. But maybe it's simpler than that. These emails used to just be a nuisance. Now I'm starting to think maybe our loyalty to some other, or maybe your loyalties to some other corporation. Interesting. Outgoing messages, the boss, the doctor started to come down here pretty often, usually for the morning shift. She hasn't said anything, just watches us go through the test for a while, and then gets up and walks out. Weaver tried to give her a report, I think, but Blakesley gave her a look. That was the end of it. You think we're doing something wrong? You tell her if you knew anything, right? Yeah, okay. So, and then return, and then messages, outgoing, mantisaurs. Yeah, we're going back to mannequins for phase 5. None of the test subjects felt too torn up about shooting killer bugs from Monarch, I guess. Should make things easier for you over in disposal, right? The best part is that one of the cages didn't close properly last night and a couple of the little mantipillars got loose. Who knows where they are by now? Morley had an absolute fit. I don't think he likes bugs. That was a lot of reading, but I'll tell you what. There was quite a bit of information there. And it's because it went over the test stuff.
Get him strapped down!
Dr. Blakesley.
Subject demonstrates catastrophic personality collapse. Fucker bit me.
Yeah, it's a zombie.
Interesting. I think I'm going into shock.
So that's the thing. It's like, actually, if that was there, is that Blakesley? Probably not. So the interesting thing about this is they give you like an idea of what tests were going on here and how they were testing the people who were here. And I think it tells you a lot.
Why do I get the feeling we haven't seen the worst of this place?
Goodness, I'm just gonna tossball cards. I think I'm just gonna assume zombies from here on out. Like that's where we're at now. Zombies, which I don't like. Don't like that one bit. Loose lips, pink slips. Whatever. I will take all these armor. Actually, I'm probably going to fill up on inventory, aren't I? I'm going to have to break some things down. Okay, so I guess this is the disposal, which leads the bodies down to here, probably to be
No more. I can't take this.
burnt.
I'm washing my memory out with a bottle of Spectrum Red once we're back on the ship.
Dude, this place is like gross. You know what I mean? Oh. That's actually disgusting. It packs them into a cube and then throws them in the incinerator, maybe? Don't know. All right, use terminal. Welcome user 0W. Please select the following options. Messages. Incoming. From Sandoval. So it's a bet. I don't want to play anymore. Let's just do our jobs, okay? So that's the message. Outgoing messages, this week's bet. Okay. All right. My 10 bits are on 52F. I know what you're thinking. He's so skinny. That's got to make bad odds. But I'm a gambling man, Victoria, and I got an eye for this now. What do you think? And then the truth. No, I'm not talking about the subjects, Vicky. I'm talking about the numbers. I've been keeping track of how many bodies we process every day and every week, and the number fluctuates, but never too much. 1 and 3 and 2 and 5 and 1 and 1 and 2 and then 10. Just look at the chart I left on your desk. You can see for yourself that there's a pattern. You see it, right? Interesting. 1, 3, 2, 5. 1, 1, 2, 10. It's a pretty big jump. Exit. Curious. This place is like disgusting. It's crazy. Elevator. Okay, fine. Let's go up. Reach the administrative level. If there's a bunch of zombies up here, I'm not going to be surprised in one bit. Oh, what was that? Send. I got to go to the journal. I need to retrieve the phonograph, but then, okay, send the override authorization from Blakesley's terminal, which I'm sure is up here somewhere. Okay, that just goes up more. I'm gonna close that so I know that I haven't been there. I haven't unlocked that because I can't. Oh, we got some automechs. Supervisor. All right, this is probably where I'm gonna find the terminal.
I didn't.
What?
You should have left Gorgon in its grave, where it belongs.
Oh.
Now I'm afraid I have to find a more permanent way to put you down.
I don't know how much more of this I can take, Captain. I'm about to chew my own hands off with nerves.
Can we punch this asshole in the face, Captain? Eventually?
Probably.
It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, sorry. I
What?
opened this up.
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the landing pad, I'll be free.
Be reasonable, Morley. The project is almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
Okay, our first test group should be here in just a few hours. I suppose I should be catching up on sleep, but it's far more important to mark the occasion. I really think that we can achieve something here. Every citizen of Halcyon wants to be of use, deep down. If this compound can restore industry and work ethic even to outlaws and miscreants, we won't need places like Tartarus anymore. Dissidents will be a thing of the past. Chem has sent over its first shipment of this mystery drug, and the testing chambers are operational. Once we've proven out our methods, it will be much easier to convince OCI to invest in better equipment. Interesting. I think I can use this terminal here to send out the message. Oh, there's a gun. Sure. Actually, how much damage do they have? Oh, I noticed I picked up shock and awe from there. 770. That's not bad. All right, let's use terminal. Admin functions. Override synthesis and manufacturing center lockdown, or synthesis and manufacturing center status. Let's look at the status. Alert, executive lockdown must be overridden at Chem Lab, Human Inquiry and Auditing. Okay. Can I override? Access sending, synthesis, and manufacturing center override, lockdown sent. Okay. Messages. Incoming messages. From Ambrose. Okay, so this is from Ambrose. Frequency of testing updates. Marion, it's been 3 weeks. Where the hell are my reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA's status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which version of the Gorgon compound they have been administered, how frequently these administrations have occurred, and who has been administering them. To these reports, you will amend a morality record. This record will include an accounting of the burn down rate of our current stock of volunteers and compound ampules. In addition to a thorough analysis of their inquiries, I want to see charts, Murray, big charts with lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. Okay, incoming condolences. Marion, personalize and forward the following note to the families of the deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those on to Lucian at the usual address. Make certain he gets every single one. Dear Name, it is with regret that I write to inform you of the death of your relation. Name, they died peacefully, attended by their fellows. Please accept our sympathies in this difficult time, though it may offer you little comfort. Know that your relation died in service of a better, more productive Halcyon, in accordance with the agreement Name signed on Tartarus Corrections, a division of United Defense Logistics. Their team of incarceration, there we go, is now considered complete. Took me a while to get that. All right, return to messages, outgoing messages. Man, she's sending messages all over the place. All right, let's do latest results. Oh my goodness, so much reading. Goodfellow. Yes, many of the subjects still exhibited increased energy levels and compliance, the same euphoric response, but they inevitably crashed. Testing clearly suggests that Chem's Compound X has extreme and irreversible effects when administered repeatedly over a long period of time. Several volunteers in the old SC-02 group are barely verbal. When they do speak, it's to beg for more of the compound. I'm finding it hard to shine that up for you, Lawrence. So good you'll beg me for more. Don't you dare use that. If we could dilute the compound, or even ease out the schedule, we could mitigate some of the addictive effects. Weaning some of the earlier test subjects off the compound might buy us time until Chem refines the formula. I need time. Testing reports. Marley, I need you to compile some of the test results from the past month, pull a subset from the reports we forwarded to OCI. Make sure the worst of the morality reports are up front with you. Right, testing group SC82. At the behest of the Office of Creative Incubation, we are applying varying amounts of unknown solution to test subjects that are already mid-treatment. What organizational schema do you imagine would miraculously restore scientific rigor to this process? Stick to our current system. And condolence letters. Marley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Something acerine and noble, I don't know. Feel free to invent a next of kin if there are none on record. Use the cheap paper. Leave the letters on my desk. I'll dispose of them shortly. Oof,
look, I've seen some messy operating tables, but this is a first, and hopefully a last.
What they did here was inexcusable. That's Halcyon for you. There must have been a reason. Yeah, what they did here was inexcusable.
And pointless.
They knew, Captain. Spacer's Choice knew all along what Adrenatime did, and they sold it anyway.
I know. I can't believe they did this. Somehow this doesn't surprise me. No, I can't believe they did this. No, somehow it doesn't surprise me.
If only their handguns were as deadly.
Maybe Miss Ambrose can help fix things once she's cleared her family name. She could hold the board's feet to the fire. Make them pay.
Let's get back to finding the journal. She better be paying a lot. Or only way to find out where this leads. Or only one way to find out where this leads. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's true. Let's go. I'm curious what's going to happen here. But at this point, like, this stuff is pretty bad. Dear Sir and or Madame, this notice is to acknowledge payment in full of all funeral expenses pertaining to Henry Blakesley. Enclosed, you will find an invoice for receipt, handling, and delivery fees, as well as a witness statement as to the exemplary loveliness of the eulogy. Spacious Choice offers its condolences as well as its congratulations for your unflagging work ethic. The thing is, like, there's been a lot of reading, but man, you wouldn't really have much of an idea of what the heck was going on here unless you did all the reading. But I'm glad we did, because I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is a lot of bad things going on here.